Hello, welcome to McDoll Strategy and Tactics, and thank you to our subscribers. In this series, we play through each of the battles in the American Grand Campaign in Close Combat 4, Battle of the Bulge. We use historical World War II US Army doctrine to plan and conduct each battle. We will start with the G2 Report on the Enemy, using Form 16 from the United States War Department Staff Officers Field Manual. In the afternoon of Day 3, the Germans continued their offensive operations across a broad front to our east in the Ardennes region. However, following their defeats in the morning, the Germans were only able to mount attacks at Baugnees, Clerf and Wiltz. And, at Baugnees and Wiltz, fresh Kampfgruppen were encountered. This could indicate the Germans are suffering significant attrition in their first-line troops and are now drawing on their reinforcements. Intelligence reports indicate the following enemy units from west to east and north to south. German lead elements occupied Sanvit, but are surrounded and cut off. Possible enemy units at Neuville. Possible enemy units behind them at Longvilly. Possible enemy units at Simmerath. German Kampfgruppe Stefan from 2nd Panzer Division has moved reconnaissance forward to Losheim. Possible enemy units at Duisburg. Possible enemy units at Weiler. Kampfgruppe Hansen from 1st Panzer Division at Wiltz. Kampfgruppe 901 from the Lehr Division withdrawn from Wiltz to the Siegfried Line. And elements of the 5th Fallschirmjäger Division remained at Echternacht. We had no reports of German artillery strikes in the afternoon's fighting. We estimate cumulative German losses are 459 killed, 385 wounded, 56 tanks, 51 armoured vehicles, and 1 anti-tank gun. The weather continues to be unfavourable to American combat aviation. While the Germans have crossed the Meuse River, those elements at Sanvit are surrounded and cut off. Forward elements, suspected at Neuville, have yet to push forward. This morning's fighting saw battles in 6 locations. However, by afternoon, the Germans only renewed fighting in 3 locations, a halving of German effort. This could indicate they are simply regrouping for another attack, or perhaps are losing offensive momentum and about to culminate. Next, the G3 Operations Report, using Form 17 from the United States War Department Staff Officers Field Manual. Our front line is as indicated on the map, as is the location of our troops as at 0800 hours on 19 December 1944. The afternoon's weather was foggy, impeding aerial reconnaissance and combat aviation. Our dispositions on the line of contact are as follows. 14th Cavalry Group delayed Kampfgruppe Stefan from 2nd Panzer Division at Baugnees, resulting in a total American victory. 424th Regimental Combat Team of 106th Division did not see combat at Manschau. 117th Regimental Combat Team of 30 Division did not see combat at Schnee-Eifel West. 422nd Regimental Combat Team of 106th Division did not see combat at Schnee-Eifel East. 112th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division did not see combat at Losheim. 110th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division defended against Kampfgruppe Hansen from the 1st Panzer Division at Wiltz, resulting in a decisive American victory. And 109th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division did not see combat at Esch-sur-Seure. In the main battle position, The 38th Regimental Combat Team of 2nd Division advanced to Stavelot. The 507th Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 82nd Airborne advanced to Wielsam. 9th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker secured the bridge over the Meuse at Hoffelise. 7th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker attacked Kampfgruppe Waldenberg of the 116th Panzer Division at Clerf, resulting in a total American victory. 10th Armoured Division's Combat Command Able advanced to Margret. And 8 Corps Engineers continue to occupy Warden. Reinforcing from the reserve, the 504th of the 82nd Airborne is at La Roche. The 505th of the 82nd Airborne advanced to Orthoville. The 502nd of the 101st Airborne Division advanced to Saint-Champ. The 501st of 101st Airborne Division advanced to Bastogne. And the 506th of the 101st Airborne advanced to Assenoy. Cumulative American losses are 189 killed in action, 182 wounded in action, 13 tanks, 2 vehicles, and 11 guns. The overall result remains a major American victory, although our front line has been penetrated in the centre. You will recall my strategy. In line with American doctrine, my broad approach is to hold 3 defensive lines. First, the defended roadblocks along the Siegfried Line and Our River. These acted as my early warning to slow down and wear out the initial German offensive. We have now withdrawn from these positions. Second, the combat outposts from Saint-Vit through Clerf to Wiltz. Third, the main battle position from Stoumont through Hoffelise to Bastogne. My reserves started along the line of the Meuse River from La Roche to Saint-Aubert, and I will try to hold Bastogne as a redoubt, even if surrounded. Next, I will give combat orders using Form 5 from the United States War Department Staff Officer's Field Manual. The weather remains foggy, which may reduce the effectiveness of tactical air support and will also conceal ground movement from observation. Enemy dispositions are as briefed. Current friendly dispositions are as briefed. I assess the German offensive is about to culminate, so I want to set the conditions for a counter-offensive to push them back east of the Our River. On the 19th of December, I will, first, continue to hold the line of combat outposts to block further German advances. Second, defeat the German salient and restore the front line. And third, bring up the reserves to the main battle position to prevent German exploitation of the breakthrough. My tactical missions for subordinate units. In the combat outposts, 14th Cavalry Group will delay at Baugnes. 424th Regimental Combat Team of 106th Division will delay at Manschau. 112th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division will delay at Losheim. The 422nd Regimental Combat Team of 106th Division will delay at Schnee-Eifel East. 117th Regimental Combat Team of 30th Division will delay at Schnee-Eifel West. 110th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division will defend Wiltz. And 109th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division will delay at Esch-sur-Seine. In the main battle position, the 38th Regimental Combat Team of 2nd Division will defend Stavelot. The 507th of the 82nd Airborne will attack Saint-Vit. 9th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker will attack Neuville to secure the southern side of the crossing over the Meuse. 7th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker will defend Clerf. 10th Armoured Division's Combat Command Able will attack Longvilly. 8 Corps Engineers will delay at Warden. The 501st of the 101st Airborne will advance to Foy. The 506th of the 101st Airborne will advance to Marvy to guard the southeast approach to Bastogne. And the 502nd of the 101st Airborne will advance to Bastogne. From the rear, 504th of the 82nd Airborne will advance to Baraque de Frature, and the 505th of the 82nd Airborne will advance to Champs. Priority of fire support goes to 9th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker at Noville, 110th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division at Wiltz, and the 112th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division at Losheim. Priority of combat aviation goes to 10th Armoured Division's Combat Command Able at Longvilly. It is now 0800 hours on 19 December 1944, day 4 of the campaign. The Germans have renewed the offensive and are attacking across the entire front from Baugnez to Esch-sur-Seure. German lead elements at Sanvit withdrew to Hoffelise, but are cut off from reinforcement and supply. As a result, the 507th of the 82nd Airborne advanced unopposed to Sanvit. 9th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker advanced unopposed to Noville and seized the southern crossing across the Meuse. 502nd of the 101st Airborne have occupied Bastogne. The reserves from the Airborne Infantry Divisions now occupy the main battle position. And all units are where they are expected to be. The next battle is at Baugnez. The first of 7 battles expected this morning. The G2 CI cell now informs me that under interrogation, one of the captured German agents spoke about an attack by German commandos on the headquarters. Security is being rapidly upgraded and everything is in chaos. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and donate. And stay tuned for the next episode.